Good morning and welcome to this week's spelling test and introducing the new spelling rule. So your spelling test today is the ones you've been practicing. We've had a bit longer to practice these ones because you had them over half term as well. But hopefully you had a nice rest so you weren't doing too much work. But the rule of this was the sound or spelt with an A before an L or two L's. Okay, so it's an A, but making the sound or. So that's what we need to remember, really. We need to remember that the A in these words is making an or sound. Okay, and I don't think that they were all that this week. So whenever you heard the or sound in these words, it was an A. Okay, so I'll go through them. Remember, if you need a little bit longer, you can pause the video, but I'll go through them at a pace which I think you'll be able to have a go at. Okay, so your first word is ball. I bounce the ball. Ball. Next word, small. Ants are very small. Small. Next word, wall. I like to climb the wall. Wall. Next word, walk. I like to go on a walk at the weekend. Walk. Next word, always. You always do your homework. Always. Next word, all. All of you are listening to me. All. Next word, talk. Talk to your friend. Talk. Next word, all together. I can't wait till we are all back together. Sorry, I can't wait until we are all together. All together. Two words left. First one is call. I call up my friend, or I call my friend over to talk to me. Call. And last one, fall. Be careful, don't fall down the stairs. Fall, don't fall down the stairs. Okay, so if you've had a look at those, if you've done those, sorry, have a look at the spellings, check you've got them right, and if you want to send in what you've got, that'd be brilliant because we'd love to see if you're getting what you're getting in your spellings. Okay, so if you want to just pause that and mark them there, or your parents can have a little mark of them. And I'm going to introduce you to the new rule today. Okay, so, oh, sorry. Okay, so we're looking at common exception words this week. So common exception words are ones that don't usually follow a rule that we've been looking at. Okay, so this week's spellings do not follow the patterns and rules we have learnt. So all the words we have learnt recently, these words unfortunately don't follow that rule. And we say it all the time. Our English language is so complicated and there's so many different rules, and we just have to learn them and do our best to remember them. So we've got some words here. We've got fast, last, father, class, grass, pass, plant, path, and bath. Now, these are quite interesting words because all the A's are highlighted, and that is because that is the bit that is tricky. The way you say this sound will usually depend on your accent. So if you noticed, when I was reading them, I said fast. Now, when I say it, that A sound sounds like an R sound, and we know R, start the car, is an A and an R, so it sounds like there should be an R in there. But if you're from a different place, you might say fast. The girl is running fast. And that just is your accent. If you're usually from a bit further up north, you might say fast, which is fast. Fast. It actually sounds, it's actually spelt the way it sounds. So it really does depend on what you say. So I want you to have a go now. We're not in class, but see what you say. Do you say fast, like me, or do you say fast? Okay. I'm sure probably most of you, I think probably most of you will say it like me, and that's just where we're from. We say it fast. So our A sound does sound like an R sound. Okay. Remember, there is no wrong or right way to say the A in these words. It does just depend from where you're from. So like us, well, most of us perhaps, the R sound is usually spelt with the AR, which we know as start the car. When these words are pronounced with an AR sound, but are spelt A, they don't follow the AR rule. Okay, so, and these are the words that have that. So father, we don't spell it F-A-R-T-H-E-R. It's just F-A-T-H-E-R. So we've got to remember that when we say R, it's just an A on its own. Okay. Here's another tricky word we're learning to spell this week. So most of our spellings this week follow that rule. So when there's an R sound in it, it's spelt with an A. But there's one here that is different to that rule, and it is the word people. Okay, people. Well, it's got p-e-o. So it's that bit there. It's got an E and an O. Okay, and in school, sometimes we make up little mnemonics or rhymes to help us spell this word. So perhaps at home you could have a go at thinking of a little rhyme to help you spell it. Like the word does, lots of us know Daisy only eats sweets, and each letter that word begins with helps us to spell. So have a go at thinking of one yourself. I have thought of one, okay, so but if you want to pause it and have a go at one of your own, please do. But the one I've come up with is people. So, people starts P. People eat orange peel like elephants. Okay, people eat orange peel like elephants. And I don't know about you, but I don't eat orange peel. But elephants, they like to eat orange peel. So it's just a little funny rhyme to help us remember how to spell people. So again, people eat orange peel like elephants. And I'll try and use that when we come back to school, because that will help us, won't it, remember how to spell that, because it is a very tricky word. So hopefully that will help you remember it today. Okay, and perhaps we can share them when we're back at school if yours is different to mine. Okay, so here's this week's spellings. So most of the words are the A sound. And I'm sure, well, some of you might say fast, last, depending where you're from or your parents are from. But I say fast, so I've got to remember that when I say R, so fast, it's actually just the A. So that's all of those ones, apart from people, and hopefully you've made up a little rule to help you remember. Okay, so have a practice of those this week. Please send in your results. We love to see it. Okay, have a good day.